I admit that I have a long history of being extremely controlling in past relationships. But since learning about real love, I have tried to change that behavior, since it has caused me nothing but problems. Now I'm engaged to a man, but I can't seem to love him unconditionally, because I get really irritated when he smokes pot. He says he's not smoking a lot now, but he has a past filled with drugs, and already in our relationship he's lied to me about it a lot of times. I'm afraid he's going to fall back into his old patterns, and I won't know, because he'll be lying to me. I get pretty upset when he lies. I don't want to control him, but I don't know if I want to be dealing with this for our whole marriage. He promises to stop, but I don't trust him. I could tell him that I'll marry him if he'll stop using for a year, but then won't that be controlling him?
It's admirable that you're willing to admit that you've been controlling in past relationships. When people tell the truth about a flaw or a mistake or a getting and protecting behavior, they naturally and gradually tend to eliminate that characteristic. Why? Not because somebody tells them to or because they're punished, but because on the whole, we human beings are good. We want to be happy. And when we discover what makes us unhappy, and when we learn what choices we can make to replace those unhappy choices, we tend to avoid the choices that lead to misery, and we make the wiser choices. So that's the purpose of our discussion here, to present you with choices you simply didn't know about, choices that will lead to happiness instead of the controlling and misery you've known before. That's the power of learning and knowledge. It's understandable that you've had a tendency in the past to be controlling in relationships. When we're empty and afraid, controlling other people makes us feel safer and more powerful. But these are only very superficial and short-term feelings. The other effects of controlling are disastrous, both to us and to the people around us. When we control people, they hate it. Deep inside all of us, there's a sensor that goes crazy when the law of choice is being violated. So when we control other people, they resist us and fight us, and it often destroys our relationships. Controlling people also hurts us. As long as we're enjoying the rewards of power that come from controlling, we can't be filling up with the real love we need. Controlling other people, in other words, becomes a fatal distraction to us. Controlling other people is a rampant disease on this planet, to the point that nearly all of us do it. Power's an addictive drug, which makes nearly all of us addicts. I'm not exaggerating. For those of you who are thinking, oh, I'm not addicted to power, I encourage you to stop and think. Do you have a need to be right in conversations? Do you like to get in the last word? Do you like to get people to do what you want? Do you like to win when you play games? Are you disappointed when your favorite sports team loses? If your answer to any of these questions is yes, you enjoy power and control more than you think. In our next session, we'll talk about your fiancé's drug use and what you can do about it.